So we have seen a lot of donuts, which is this torus shape. Even on here, it is a little bit three-dimensional, not totally. We've seen a lot of kings with their staffs. We've seen a lot of bulls, which is the same like the torus. And the circular motion of the sun kind of brings in the bull. And here we have the sun that is a ball, and actually polo was known to the Persians and restored to its original sun game significance by Akbar. Scoring a goal with a sun ball was equated with a triumph of light over darkness, good over evil. The ball is a sun symbol in all such sports as football, hockey, baseball, basketball, and cricket. Baseball is related to the sun in the sundial shape and pattern of the field, as well as its rules of the play and scoring. Like all sports, baseball also embodies the sun's seasonal cycles in much the same way as ancient ceremonial contests were held as part of fertility rites. You know, a procession of people walking a straight line into a circle. That one might have been one of those ceremonial things that they did. And here you have this Gilgamesh thing whereof we have seen some pictures. And here is the Pope, and he's still having the same symbols on his garment. Here, Judaism and Christianity kind of merge. It doesn't really matter what language in symbolism they use. It's all the same because it all goes back to the sun. So king with a staff, and then the offering of some animal. So here you have the Vatican City, and on Christmas it points directly to Orion. And Orion is within the star picture of Orion. And here Stonehenge matches Key of Solomon. So in Stonehenge, the green stuff, the reminders, the stone's still there. You can put this by Michelangelo repainted figure into it. And also this on the right side is the, in case you haven't seen it properly, this figure, and here it is, this so-called Key of Solomon that fits into Stonehenge. Why would that be? You know, well, because they always use the same symbolism, so that's why stuff matches. This O from OREO could be a Taurus, a donut, a Taurus, a bull, a bullseye. It could be a phallus seen from above, you know, like the sun symbol is a circle and a dot in the middle. It could be, you know, that's why it's matching all of the time. And then they go even investigating the keys, how Vatican City itself is built, and why. That's the reason they say they use these keys in their symbology. But it's just the keys to heaven and earth. That one is the big one. He's analyzing. Yeah, and there is some more analyzing done, and you end in the Pleiades, which is this gathering of stone stars in the star sign Taurus in the sky. The Pleiades is where he's got a lot of stars. So it's very light there. So the pyramids also are facing towards Orion and the small dog as well. So that's how they govern us. Government means to govern our mind. So if they control our mind by their symbology, not offering any new original stuff, but always the same again, you know, they kind of put us into a treadmill by that too, just as they have kidnapped art. So that one, the Mediterranean Sea turned upside down, so south is on top, looks like a bull a little bit as well, but that's bullshit. It's not about that bull. It is about, putting bulls into this one by showing me a word with a O. So the Taurus and the sun going around the earth opposite. But from us seeing the sun does go around us. So each way it's like they're not showing a viper. They're showing us a staff. The staff is the viper. Also the shepherd staff, because they aren't shepherds anymore. They're not looking well after us, the sheeples. So, the symbology is never nature. It's always human-made. So they make brands in the way they have made their symbology ever since. And by they, I mean the elite, because they have built their buildings so that they even match star signs. I haven't done so. They have. So the rising of the hand, it's not that they hold a staff, that they are, and it's not the hand of benediction, as you see, so they are not sprinkling blood either, but it's the cone that they have been putting into a ball, and they get the pollen and put it onto the tree. So it's their bloodlines that have to continue. So that's why they put the cones everywhere in buildings and stuff, because there is all the Syrian depictions of entities looking like human bulls that kind of put with a cone some of the sperm material, human-wise it would be, but actually it is nature, so they just put the cone onto touching another tree. So that's the tree of life as well. It's their lives, their genealogy that has to continue. And it's not when the Pope blesses you that he's actually sprinkling blood onto you, like some internet sites say. It is that he's not even giving you water, but he's impregnating, just kind of giving this, like this splash, It's in original, there are always many meanings. In original, it would be their bloodline goes on because they take care of it. They have this family tree that they always keep going on. But the Pope does this just because it's in his liturgy. He has to do it. It doesn't have this meaning. They tell us it's a lie. So I showed you all of these pics that I have gathered, and now we look at Orion. Why would they build the pyramids so that they face Orion? So Orion looks like a human being somehow in sky. It has these 3 stars that are very close to each other. You can find it easily in the sky. It has these 3 stars that are very close. And some say it's a procreational organ in this thing here that looks like a human, if you want. But it's called Orion. So maybe it's also again about their bloodline. You know, it's the elite just always talking about themselves, actually. Yeah. So now I explained you about the kingship of the sun that gives life on Earth, and by going around, all the circular stuff makes sense, and also because if she's the ruler on Earth, they say ruler by depicting a sun, and that's what they want to be. They want to rule us. Yeah. And so on. I explained it quite a bit.